is Sean Fahey, and I like dinosaurs. I am writing a report about dinosaurs on my computer at home.
It's lots of fun to learn how to use the computer, and there's lots of games and graphic things you can do on it, and you can make posters like this.
I like the fact that you can come in here and people can give you ideas on your project, and you can give them ideas on theirs, and you can get your project just a little bit better.
Because of the club, we can work and use computers at school, and for those of us who do have them at home, we learn how to use them better.
I really like dinosaurs, so I thought, well, maybe if I run out of information, I can use my own information, like the old theories and new theories. Some of the new theories are...
There's an old proverb that says, give a man a fish and you feed him for the day, but teach that same man how to fish, and he'll never be hungry again. When these skills that we're showing children in grades 1, and they can do binary skills and word processing and beautiful stories and databases, and take those databases and make them into games. Their learning after that is just diffusing and differentiating and dazzling and delighting, I guess.
Nothing is impossible if you try. You'll be sure to work it out by and by if you never stick with.
The Apple Computer Clubs is really unique in that they bend over backwards in trying to support their teachers through different competitions that they sponsor, contests for the children throughout, to recognize them. And everybody likes recognition. And boy, you could really get it at Apple Computer Clubs.
I'd like to thank the Apple Company for helping us show that the Apple computer can take part in the real human experience. It can show love and do a lot for mankind. Thank you very much.
For thousands of Apple Computer Clubs, the annual merit competition is an opportunity to gain national recognition and support for their work. Now in its 5th year, Apple Computer Clubs is bringing the personal computer into the lives and communities of teachers, students, and their families.
The competition was just marvelous. The children wanted to do everything. In this age, more and more children are getting computers at home. Having the computer at home and the computer club, the children could go between the home and school. We could integrate the learning. As an educator, it was a marvelous experience. The most unique thing about the Worcester Country School Computer Club is that everybody wants to join. I get parents calling up all the time. I used to limit it just to 6th graders, but now, with so many parents calling up, everybody in the school is a member of the Apple Computer Club. What I do is I set up the club and I use the students' enthusiasm. We divide all the students into committees and they take charge. They make sure that all the students are doing the work.
The motivation on this has been fantastic. We started it just doing one activity a week, and the children begged to do 2 or 3.
Teachers really don't have much difficulty running an Apple Computer Club. If a teacher has enthusiasm, that's really all the teacher needs. What Apple does is to give the teachers guidelines. How can the computer be used in the classroom or in extracurricular activities? Apple has a challenge handbook, a regular handbook. Apple sends out newsletters. There's so many different materials available. One of my favorite things, however, is the toll-free number. Whenever I have questions about what our club should be doing or how we should be doing a project, I call that number and get all of the answers I need. This year, our community service project was working with the Assateague National Seashore. Our children went down to Assateague and worked with the natural resource staff. They carried on an information campaign about erosion and also about the wild ponies on Assateague Island.
Danny and I drew a model of on the Macintosh of what the beaches would be like after they pump all the sand on them to them.
And it was also fun because we got to meet congressmen and important people like the Rangers at Assateague.
One of the most exciting things about the computer world is that the children become the teachers in this age.
And whenever we did something wrong, then she'd come over and help. And whenever she messed up, then we'd come over and help her. We'd have to go help the teacher.
The reason I joined Apple Computer Clubs in the beginning was because of the support that Apple provides for teachers. I was especially impressed with the challenge program, with the notebook that was provided, with all the activities, and especially the thousands of ideas. I think the thing that makes me the happiest about the Computer Club program is the fact that I see students at the beginning of the year who don't know anything about computers, who aren't able to use it, and they are able to make the connection by the end of the year that the computer is a tool and that it's fun and it's exciting to use. And for the first time in their life, they've done something with word processing. They've been able to write it, to edit it, to correct it, and to read it.
'Twas the night before mid-quarters, and all through the school, every teacher was pondering all the classroom rules, checking all of the grades the teachers did do to make sure no student would cry, oh boo-hoo. Well, I like it because you can come in here and you can work on almost anything that you'd want to.
Yeah, I've learned how to program things and how to do other things on the computers that I would have never even guessed how to do before this class. She really lets us have a lot of freedom, and I can do so much more with the freedom that I have in here than any other class.
With the flexibility of the club program, our students are able to work in all different types of areas. We have students that are interested in logo. We have students that are interested in low-res graphics programming or basic programming, and students who are interested just in using print shop or in working with word processing. Some of our parents also have purchased computers for their students to use, I believe, as a result of the student involvement in Apple Computer Clubs. This allows the students at home to use the computer, and then they receive additional practice. One of the benefits of Apple Computer Clubs that I really like is the opportunity to work with students outside of a formal classroom setting. We were recently featured in a newspaper article about fortune cookie sayings.
Life is a symphony. It just depends on how you conduct it.
Don't let school get in the way of your education.
May your life be as useful as an Apple computer.
The Apple Computer Club has given us a chance to show other teachers and other schools that the computer itself is not just a machine, that it is something that can be very much a part of the children's lives. Well, the project has been helping a little 7th grade boy who has leukemia, and we were asked to help him. And so they all decided they would like to adopt him as our student of the year. And so we have been spending lots of time sending cards and making banners and badges and trying to give Joe some love that he will keep with him and make him happy. This is a very valuable project for South Whittier School. We are a little school in comparison to other communities, and this has given our kids a chance to do something with the computer itself that is very meaningful to them. They have not had computers in their home, and to come to the lab and know that they can work on the challenges and work on the project for Joe and write him letters and work with the other kids means more to them than anything else in this world.
This club meant a lot to me. It gave me a lot of new experiences in how to deal with somebody like this and how to help somebody out like this. Making the banners, greeting cards, visiting him, it's something, can't explain it. It's a beautiful experience.
These children need this type of support. They need the self-esteem that this will help give to them. They have never been on #1 before, and to have something this thrilling happen to them is probably something they will carry with them the rest of their lives. And what more can we give our children?
Nothing is impossible. If you try, you'll be sure to work it out. By and by.
Apple and Apple Computer Clubs have let me live the American dream. And when I won that first Apple computer, you can't tell how happy I felt. And each year was another one, and now I have 3. I feel I have my own computer lab, and Apple helped me do that.
Other educators should know that it's not difficult to start an Apple Computer Club. My advice is try it.
Some of the new theories are that the Brontosaurus did not like swamps and dinosaurs were warm-blooded. I don't know why scientists think that, but they do think it. And also, I thought maybe someday I'd start writing this book about space.